We have also been learning about different types of figurative language. And what have we learned about so far? We've learned about similes. And similes are what? You compare two things with like or as. A simile. An example might be, her smile is as bright as the sun. So that would give you a wonderful visual image if you're reading that. Her smile is as bright as the sun. It's where you compare using like or as. And then yesterday we learned about metaphors. A metaphor is when you say that something is something. So like they are or he is. You could say they are rays of sunshine. So if like some little kids are running into a store, a shop, or into the house and they're really excited and they're smiling, they are rays of sunshine. So it's comparing two things, but you don't use like or as, you just say they are something. Well, today we're going to learn about our third type, and that is personification. Personification. What other word do you hear in this word? It's a long word, isn't it? Person. You hear person. So maybe it has something to do with a person or maybe qualities that a person has. So personification is actually giving human-like qualities to things that aren't human. So have you ever been reading and you think, that's strange, or wow, it just gives you a visual image in your head, like the trees seemed as if they were singing, that the leaves are dancing in the breeze, the grass seems to sway. So all of those are things that are in nature, and they were given human-like qualities, because if you think about, leaves dancing, they're not really dancing. They're just going back and forth in the breeze. And then if you think about trees given human-like qualities, they're really not human. So this is the personification. You're giving them human-like qualities, and you're making them do something like a person, and you're writing that down so that someone can get a visual image. Another one might be, the house seemed to smile as the little girl walked into it. So it might be that the sun is shining on it in a particular way and it looks like it's smiling or it's happy. There's all different ways to express personification in writing. And it's just another type of figurative language that really makes writing interesting. And that's why you learn about these things. You don't just learn about it so that you know what a simile is, you know what a metaphor is, you know what personification is. You learn about these so that you can actually use them in your writing, and so that when you're writing, you can make it more interesting. You can teach other people how to use these in their writing. So I'm just going to jot down a couple examples. If you want to jot these down too, then later you can go back and write your own. The trees whisper in the breeze. What about the flower dances in the field? Or another one might be lightning danced across the sky. You let me know if I misspell something, because I'm trying to look and watch, so just let me know. So what about the waffle hopped out of the toaster, or jumped out of the toaster? And then the last one, my feet screamed for help. Have you ever walked in an amusement park all day, or in a zoo, and you didn't wear the right shoes? At the end of the day, your feet are killing you. And so that's giving human which I know, the feet are part of you, but your feet by themselves cannot talk. So my feet screamed for help. Instead of saying my feet were hurting, you could say my feet screamed for help. Which one is more descriptive? Which one is going to grab the reader's attention? My feet hurt, or my feet screamed for help? When you're writing, think about that. Think about what gives a better visual image in one's head. And when you're first writing and you're just brainstorming, you're just writing down ideas, and then you take that and you write your rough draft. And the reason we write a rough draft is because it's rough. You just want to get all of your ideas down without worrying about your spelling, punctuation, or anything. You just want to write. Just be free. Then you go back and you can edit and you can change things. And when you're looking at that, go back and see if you can add these different types of figurative language. See if you can add some similes and some metaphors and some personification. One of my favorite books is Where the Red Fern Grows, and I love it because Wilson Rawls, to me, is one of the best authors that ever lived. And he only wrote 2 books. He wrote Summer of the Monkeys, which we read that last fall, and he wrote Where the Red Fern Grows. And he paints such beautiful pictures with his words in both of those books that I just can't get enough of it. And I've read those every year for at least the last 12 years, if not longer. And I don't get tired of them because those words just are mesmerizing to me. So as you're writing, think about that. Think about that. What is going to be something that is going to stand the test of time, that someone is going to want to read over and over and not get tired of? So there are some thoughts for you today, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.